At the end of class, we're going to do a kind of fun project. So be sure you have something to write with and a piece of paper, or make sure you have your little light up balloon or any type of balloon and a marker, okay? So maybe you have a balloon and a Sharpie, or maybe you have a piece of paper with some crayons or a pencil, okay? Either one is going to work just fine for what we do at the end of class. So I'll give you a second to gather your supplies and then we'll get started. And here we go. All right. First, find your feet and start to stomp them into the ground. Stomp, stomp. Good. Feel the feet connecting with the earth. Think only about your feet. Feel your feet stomp, stomp, stomp. And then slow it down. March slowly. Maybe you kind of feel your feet sticking to your yoga mat as you lift them off. And just the toes stay on the ground and the heels lift up one at a time. And pause. Notice where your feet are. Is it comfortable for your feet to be there? Do you feel safe and secure? Maybe you lift your toes and feel the heels and the sides of your feet push down into your mat. And then squish your toes down onto your mat like you're squishing them into sand. Feel your legs get really strong. Feel your belly get strong. Your shoulders slide down your back and your hands come down by your sides. Even your fingertips feel strong. Take a nice deep breath in, your shoulders shrug up to your ears, and let it out with an HA sound. Again, breathe in, squeeze, 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 and let it out. One more. Good, shake those fingers. Shake those arms. Shake your shoulders and your belly. And maybe one of your legs and your foot and your toes. Other side. And your head. And maybe even your tongue. And then find your feet again. Squish them into the ground. Yes, good. Bring yourself back into that space where you feel strong and supported. Squish your toes into the ground. Make your legs strong. Belly pulls towards your spine. Hands come down by your sides. Imagine you're a superhero. And maybe there's light shining from the palms of your hands in the center of your chest. I am my own superhero. I believe in myself. I can do anything that I put my mind to. Good. As you breathe in, reach your arms all the way up. I'm going to show you what my hands are doing up there. Interlace your fingers. Press them away from you towards the ceiling, okay? Feel nice and tall and strong. Look up towards your hands. And maybe if it feels safe and good in your body today, you tip back just a little, looking back at your hands. Breathe in, come back up. As you breathe out, tip to one side, whichever side you'd like to try first. Take a nice deep breath in, see if you can tip a little more. Breathe in, come all the way back up. Breathe out, go the other way, whichever side you didn't do yet. Breathe in, find a little more length. Breathe out, come over just a bit more. Breathe in, back up through center. Reach, 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 reach. Breathe out, bring your hands down halfway, palms facing up, heart shines forward. Maybe you even look up towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, wrap your arms around your chest, giving yourself a nice, warm, delicious hug. Good. Maybe you'd like to stay here and feel your shoulders separate on your back. Or maybe you'd like to begin to bring the backs of your hands towards one another. Maybe even the palms of your hands come to touch. Push the elbows up and then the arms away from your face. Squeeze your belly towards your spine. Eagle arms, very nice. Good, yes. Next time you breathe in, release and let your eagle arms fly wide open. Good, opposite arm goes on top this side. Give yourself a hug. Make sure the opposite arm is on top. Feel the shoulders pull away from each other on the back. I love myself. And I am worthy of this love. Back of the hands might start come together. Maybe you even reach towards your palms. Pull the elbows up and then the forearms away from your face. Hug the belly in. Good. When you're ready, breathe in. Let your arms, your wings spread wide open. And then bring your hands behind your back. Maybe they're going to rest right on the small of your back, like you're putting your hands in your back pockets. Or maybe you'd like to clasp your hands together. And then squeeze the shoulders towards one another and bring the hands down the back. This is called C-arms. Good. If you'd like, you can bring your feet a little bit wider apart. Bring the hands down towards the earth. Look up towards your ceiling. And then as you breathe out, start to fold forward. Listen to your body move your way. Maybe your knuckles reach up towards the ceiling. Maybe you have a nice bend in the knees, or maybe you'd like to straighten them a bit. Maybe you keep reaching until your hands come closer to your computer screen. Next time you breathe in, pull your hands up towards the ceiling and come all the way back up to standing. Good, go ahead and let that go. Shake the arms out. Nice work. We're going to do something called a half sun salutation. See if you can bring your feet 1 or 2 fist width distance apart. Toes facing forward. Good. Press those feet into the ground like you have roots growing from the bottom of your feet, making you feel safe, secure, and supported. As you breathe in, reach your arms up overhead. Breathe out, fold forward. Top of the head looks down towards the mat. Breathe in halfway up, hands come onto your shins, peekaboo. Breathe out, fold forward. Bend your knees a lot. Breathe in, sweep your arms all the way up over your head. Breathe out, bring them back down by your sides. Nice, breathe in, arms sweep up. Feel your stomach muscles working. Feel your shoulders slide down your back. Your leg muscles are strong. Breathe out, fold forward. Maybe your fingertips tips touch the ground. Maybe they come onto your shins. Breathe in halfway up. Peekaboo. Breathe out, fold forward. Bend your knees a lot. Breathe in, sweep it all the way up. Grab up all that goodness, all that love, all that joy. Breathe out, sweep the arms down by your sides. Good, one more, breathe in, arms sweep up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, halfway up. Breathe out, fold. Bend your knees a lot, breathe in, sweep it all the way up. Breathe out, arms come down by your sides. Nice. Feel how there's warmth building in your body? Yeah, it's good to move our bodies, feel strong. Yes, we're gonna do one more, but this time we're going to lower all the way down to the ground, okay? Breathe in, your arms sweep up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, halfway up. Breathe out, fold. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Bring your knees onto the ground and lower all the way down onto your belly. Bring one ear onto the mat. Notice your heart beating. Can you hear it in the floor? Put your ear on the mat. See if you can hear your heartbeat. Switch sides. Bring your other ear to the mat. Listen for that heartbeat. Your heart beats for you all day long. Thank you, heart. When you're ready, bring your gaze back through center and slide your hands alongside your body under your shoulders. Good. Squeeze your elbows towards each other on your back. Push the tops of your feet into the ground, making your legs really strong. And then when you're ready, we're going to breathe in and come up just a little. Breathe out, lower back down. Breathe in, float up a little bit more. Breathe out, lower back down. One more breathe in, come up. Maybe a little bit higher than last time. Breathe out, lower down. Good. Bring your elbows under your shoulders now. Can you see that? Elbows are under the shoulders. Okay? So you're going to use one hand to support your body, and the other hand's going to reach back for a foot. Whichever side you want to do first is fine. Bend one leg. Bend one leg. Reach your hand back for your foot. And maybe you begin to bring your foot a little closer to your body. Yeah. Nice work. When you're ready, release that side. Bring your hand back down to the mat. Shoulders over the elbow. And we're going to do the other side. Bend the other foot in. Reach your hand for the foot. Yes, and maybe you start to bring it towards your seat. Nice work. When you're ready, release. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. Push your knees into the mat and lift your belly. We get to pretend we're animals now, so make sure your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. If you'd like, you can sit your hips all the way back for this, or you can do it seated like this. I'll pay attention to which one you choose, so I make sure to give instructions for all of them, okay? I'm going to choose to do tabletop version today. We're going to do cat and cow. So as you breathe in, the heart pulls forward, the gaze lifts. As you breathe out, round your back like a Halloween cat and look back towards your belly button. Breathe in, the heart pulls forward between the hands, look up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, round the back. If you'd like, you could add some animal sounds in here. As you breathe in, you say, moo. And as you breathe out, meow. Do a few more at your own pace. Maybe you want to go kind of slow. Or maybe you'd like to try going a little bit faster. One more, and we'll meet back in center. Good. Bring your big toes together and move your knees out to a comfortable place. Some people like to have their knees touching, and some people like to have their knees a little farther up to the side. Do what works best for you. Send your step bones all the way back to your heels, and then find a place for the center of your head, your forehead right here, to rest. So maybe you stack your hands and place your hands on your forehead on your hands, or maybe you bring your forehead all the way down onto your yoga mat. Wherever you are, just find a little pressure on the center of your forehead, just between your eyebrows. This is your think center. This is a place where thoughts are formed and stories are told. Remind yourself, I am in control of my mind and body. I get to decide my thoughts. I get to choose my future. As you breathe in, press your hands into the mat and bring them closer to your body so you can sit all the way up. Bring them off to the side of the body and sweep your legs out from underneath you. Nice. So now your legs are out in front of you. Your toe is facing the ceiling. Maybe you'd like to bring your hands behind your back for a little bit more support. Yeah. Maybe you begin to walk your hands in closer so that you can begin to lean forward. Or you might like your hands alongside your legs. Or maybe you'd like to reach for your ankles or your toes. Listen to your body and move your way. Wherever you are today is perfect and great. Notice where you feel this. Do you feel it in the back of your legs or the side? Is it up behind, in your hamstrings or down lower? What does it feel like if you turn your toes out to the sides? What does it feel like if you wiggle your toes or point them? Be playful and explore. Feels kind of nice when I point my toes, then I feel it in the front of my legs too. Good. Breathe in, rise back up. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. So you form a diamond with the legs. Beautiful, good listening. As you breathe in, find a lot of length through the back of your body. Maybe your hands come onto your ankles. And as you breathe out, begin to fold forward. Let your heart shine towards your toes. You can keep your elbows hugged in, or maybe you bring them out onto your legs. Take a moment for a little bit of self-care here. Maybe you massage your legs or your feet. Our body does so much work for us. We need to remember to take care of it, to listen to its needs, and to thank it for all that it does. Thank you, feet, for working so hard for me and taking care of me, holding all my weight. Thank you, legs. You're so strong and supportive. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, hold onto your knees and hug them together. Wrap your arms around your legs and give yourself a nice, big, juicy hug. I love myself. Good. We're going to do some rock and roll, so make sure you have enough space behind you to roll back safely. Hold on to behind your knees. Round your back and roll back slowly the first time, like you're swinging on a swing. Your legs will move like you're swinging on a swing. Roll back and forth. Let the earth massage your back. One more. Woo! And the next time that you come down onto the ground, let your back rest against the solid earth. Bring your feet out towards the edges of your mat. Yes, knees are bent, feet are on the floor. And then we're going to windshield wiper the legs like when it's raining and we have to turn the windshield wipers on in the car. Go side to side. Swish, swish. Swish the legs side to side. Nice. Start to slow it down. Maybe as you breathe in, the legs come up through the middle. And as you breathe out, they go to one side. Pairing breath with movement gives us energy. It allows us to use our body and our breath the best that we can. Next time your legs come up through the center, allow them to stay there. And from here, please find your way into a comfortable position for a guided meditation. So maybe you'd like to stay just like this. Maybe you'd like to extend your legs out or lay on your belly or your side. Maybe you prefer sitting up. This is your yoga, your way. Notice if your body can be just a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, maybe there's a blanket or a pillow that you'd like to grab. Notice the heat and the weight of your body against your surface. Notice all the places of the body that are touching your surface. Bring your awareness to your breath. Notice if you're breathing short and shallow or long and deep. Where does the breath travel to when you breathe in? Does it sit behind your face or come into your throat? Does it move into your chest or expand your ribs? Does your whole belly fill up like a balloon? Just notice. Take a moment to check in with yourself, and then I will begin a guided journey. I'm going to tell you a little story and ask that you see if you can feel it or see it in your mind. Get cozy. See yourself standing or sitting in a comfortable space. Maybe it's how you're laying right now. See yourself feeling peaceful and happy. Imagine that there is a bubble in the center of your chest. It's clear with little rainbow specks all around. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, imagine that your breath is leaving through the center of your chest and filling the bubble with more air. Each time you breathe out, the bubble grows a bit bigger. So you take a nice deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, the bubble grows bigger. Little rainbow specks floating all around. Soon, the bubble is as big as your whole body. It covers the whole chest, your arms and hips. It keeps growing until your legs, your feet, and your toes are all in this beautiful bubble. You can see everything around you. You also notice those little rainbows reflecting all around. This is your personal safety bubble. Begin to think about things that make you feel safe, secure, supported, and loved. Think of things that help you feel happy and hopeful. Imagine these things, or people, or places, are in your bubble with you. So you're in this beautiful bubble, and you're just filling it with things that make you feel safe and loved, protected, energized, happy, secure. All of these wonderful, beautiful things, whatever they might be for you. Notice how your feelings begin to shift as you fill your bubble with these things. Notice how your thoughts are focused now on more positive things. You may not be able to see this bubble, but it's always around you. When you experience feelings of sadness or fear, or you don't feel safe, bring yourself back to this space, inside your bubble with all of the things, the people, and the places that make you feel the most secure, safe, and loved. Stay here for a moment and appreciate that peace that you've created. I invite you to invite in a moment of silence to think about, to reflect on the things that make you feel grateful and safe and loved. Imagine this bubble surrounding you. I am safe. I am loved. I have all the things that I need. I feel peaceful. I allow myself to feel joy and happiness often. As you breathe in, know that you are breathing in. And as you breathe out, do so with awareness that you are breathing out. Maybe you begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles, or let your legs sway side to side in the hip sockets. Maybe you take a full body stretch, reaching your arms in one direction and pointing your toes in the other. And then when you're ready, roll onto one side if you're not already there. This is called the fetal position. It's the first posture that we've took as in our human form. It's a reminder that we are safe and loved, and that everything that we need already exists within us. Perhaps you allow the eyes to remain closed as you press yourself into a seated position. You may open them if you'd like, but if you'd like to keep your eyes closed, you can do that as well. Listen to my words. My voice will guide you onto the next part of our journey. Now, whether your eyes are open or closed, imagine that there's a zipper down by your feet close to the floor. You can do this in your mind if you chose to stay laying down. Otherwise, pretend you're holding onto a zipper. And bring it all the way up over your head and back around your body as far as you can reach. Place your hands out in front of you and create a bubble for your body and your space. However you feel is necessary, you can move your arms in any way to create this nice bubble around you. This bubble, when you have this bubble, you can place your hands on your chest, at your heart, or you can bring your hands to your legs and say, please allow me to feel safe, protected, and loved. May anything else be met with love, light, and balance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you've chosen to keep your eyes closed, please begin to blink them open. Give yourselves a moment to come back into this space. Maybe you notice the sit bones on the earth. Notice your own strength and the love that lives in your heart. When you're ready, we're going to move on to the art portion of our class. We have an activity to do. So now is the time to grab your balloon or piece of paper and crayons or markers or pencil. Get creative and use whatever tools you have at your house. I'm going to use a big whiteboard so that you guys can see. But maybe you have your balloon, maybe you have paper. Okay, so we just went on a little journey in our guided meditation, and then we learned something called zipping up, which is something that you can do every day before you leave your bedroom. Okay? It helps set the tone for what you want to happen in your day and the way that you want to feel and the type of things that you're going to let into your life. Okay? Now we get to create a visual representation of this safety that we get to create. Okay? So if you have a balloon, go ahead and turn on the light. This is to remind you that there's always light within us, and we can always find that place within us and tap into it whenever we need. Good. I see your light shining bright from inside. If you have paper, in the center of your paper, draw something that represents light to you. Maybe it's a a light bulb or the sun or a glowing bug, whatever feels right and best to you. Something in the center that represents light. It might even be a heart with little shiny things coming off of it, right? If you'd like, you can also draw a circle or a bubble or a balloon on your paper, okay? I'm gonna draw the sun. The sun is so bright and it loves us and it helps us grow. And I'm gonna pretend my paper is my whole circle or balloon or bubble. If you have a balloon, take a moment to blow it up and tie it off so that there's air inside of it. If you're using a balloon, please make sure to use a Sharpie or something similar so that it doesn't get messy. We're going to be writing on the balloon. Nice. If you're using paper, you can use anything you'd like. You can use crayons, pencil, markers. When you're ready, begin to write or draw things that make you feel safe, loved, secure, supported, happy. Okay, anything that makes you feel, maybe some of the things you imagined when we were doing our meditation, when you were filling your bubble with all of those positive things that make you feel safe. You can begin to write those all over your balloon or your piece of paper. You can draw pictures or you can write the words, whatever seems right and best for you. This is your project. This is your safety bubble. So I drew a sun in the middle because it's very warm and nurturing. I wrote home, hugs, love from my family, hot tea, friendship, meditation, myself and connecting with myself, pets, sunshine, warm blanket, and yoga. So this is just a visual reminder of the safety bubble that we create around us at all times. And when we focus on the things that make us feel safe and loved and supported and cared for, we draw more of that into our worlds and we can be reminded of all of the good and positive. And remember that there's always a light shining bright within you, and you can go into that place and feel that warmth and that safety and be that light anytime that you need it. Okay? Does anyone have anything else they'd like to share or any comments or anything for today? If not, we'll go ahead and do our closing all together. It's going to be 3 breaths, so please find a comfy seat once again. So that we build community, make sure I can see your lovely faces.
Where's those little guys?
Breathe in. I love myself. Breathe out. Love to all. Breathe in. I am kind to myself. Breathe out. Kindness to all. Breathe in. I am strong. Breathe out. Strength to all. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you for practicing yoga with me.